So welcome to this video. In this video we will see how to implement Lean Six Sigma in hotel. To launch a Lean Six Sigma in a unit, you may arrange for a function inviting a prominent personality in quality or in Lean Six Sigma. Invite all staff and managers to attend this function. They shall be able to tell the benefits for implementation of Lean Six Sigma in hotels, thereby motivating the employees. So whatever guest you invite must discuss about the motivational parts of the implementation of Lean Six Sigma. I had called Mumbai Dabbawalas to inaugurate our Lean Six Sigma initiative at hotel. After launch of initiative, form various area teams as discussed in the earlier video. Set up some reward scheme for top 3 area teams. A reward may be appreciation certificate along with some sampling or gift vouchers, etc. What exactly is done in area teams? Let's learn in next slide. So each hotel has been divided into physical areas. Each area has a cross-functional team which is responsible for continuous improvement in day-to-day work. These are the area teams. Each team has an HOD as a sponsor, has a leader, mostly a manager, owns some physical areas and is responsible for it, owns all the processes within the area, maintains critical processes within the area, analyzes problems on daily basis, identifies defects and eliminates them, improves processes, plugs cost leakages or losses, improves work environment and guest satisfaction, track benefit and is responsible for continuous improvement, track improvements on a team board, eliminates routine problems and escalates them to relevant HODs. Each team monitors progress on an area team audit score, uses tools of Six Sigma to improve processes in its area. So let us discuss about tools usage. So asset or place chart, basically it is graphically displays the assets in this area, in that particular area, places which form a part of that area. Second is process prioritization tool. It identifies critical processes for the area. This enables the area to focus on critical metrics which should be monitored by the area team. Third is defect identification, which the listing of all possible abnormalities in the area is done, like product defect, place defect, leakage, for example leakage, drainage, blockage, polishing, complaint management system, non-direct guest complaints, etc. Fourth tool or methodology is service delivery gap identification, which is listing of all service delivery gaps captured from logbooks, complaint management system, guest relation, executive feedback, guest electronic feedback, etc. Further gaps can be identified through process walkthrough and Gembas. Gemba is Japanese term, means going to the physical place and observing. The fifth tool or methodology is iceberg. Listing of all activities, procedures which results in cost leakages is done by iceberg. The sixth tool is 5S. 5S is nothing but workplace organization. Follows a 5-step approach to realize an orderly workplace. The approach is to arrange neat, clean, order and maintain discipline. It helps one to realize a place for everything and everything is in its place. The next tool is 5Y or YY analysis, by which it helps one identifying the root cause of recurring defects, service delivery gaps, etc., used as an first information system or first FIR, first information report. The next tool is Fishbone, which is used as a cause and effect diagram, helps one to identify all possible root causes for recurring defects, cost leakages, service delivery gaps, metrics not in control, etc. The next tool is Kaizen, It's a small improvement which can help bringing down the cost, improving quality, building safety and morale, team morale, etc. Next tool is single point lesson. Visual lesson for specific way to perform a task. This enables skill gap reduction and sharing of learnings between frontline staff. The next tool which is used in area team is Pokayoke, that is mistake proofing technique. The next tool is visual control. Visual methods which can be used to control mistakes in processes. General manager's role in the unit. General manager is ultimate owner of area teams, overviews the performance of the area teams through feedback from the sponsors. Meetings with the area teams at least once in a fortnight has to be done. General manager is responsible for recognition of the good work done by team or area teams. He may assign special small projects based on priority, and general manager promotes healthy competition among the area teams using improvement themes. Now the sponsor's role is to provide broad themes for the functioning of the area team, review the progress of the area team by meeting them once in every week, suggest various small projects which could be worked upon by the area teams, helps prioritize the area team processes and selection of metrics which require improvement, is responsible for the meeting or attendance of his area teams, defines the benefit tracking mechanism for his area teams and monitors the same, checks the effective use of tools of Lean Six Sigma and ensures maximum and proper usage of the same. The area team sponsor or HOD does a recognition of good work done by area teams, resolution or implementation of interdepartmental feasible suggestions put forth by area teams, and boosting and holding up the morale of the team is the responsibility of the sponsor. Now, area team leaders, what is the role? He leads area teams and ensures achievement of desired objectives, including achieving targets on specified metrics, meeting of the area teams every day, maybe 10-15 minutes, delegation in his absence. He reports progress to unit steering committee every fortnight and every 15 days. Course correction based on unit steering committee. He owns the audit results. Audit findings may be by external or internal agencies and takes action. The action plan is prepared and implemented by his area team. He validates usage of special tools and techniques for area improvement on a daily basis. He coaches and mentors area team members and all employees working in the area to contribute to Lean Six Sigma. He stimulates thinking of the area team, sponsor and unit steering committee on resource requirements. He uses the area team board to communicate achievements. These boards are basically placed at back of the house area. Boosting and holding up the morale of the team is a role and responsibility of area team leader. Now unit steering committee's role. Every unit has a unit steering committee. They meet once in a month to review the performance of the unit. It may be related to top line revenue and expenses and operating expenses, or maybe the quality performance of the unit. Is a committee of HODs or sponsors of area teams of all departments and review the progress of each area teams. They review the performance of the area team once in every week. The unit steering committee looks into effective use of tools and techniques, monitoring the actual improvement in the metrics being tracked. They help resolve interdepartmental suggestions, Assign responsibility of small concerned areas to area team. They help taking unit operating procedure level decisions put by the area teams. They evaluate logic for capex related suggestions. For example, some new equipments may be required to purchase to improve the performance of that area. Major capital expenditure required for area improvement and suggestions made by area teams. They recognize the area teams for better performance, and monitoring the meeting and attendance of area teams is the responsibility of unit steering committee. So now we'll see each area team to maintain a display board at back of the house, and this is the example. The area team board has area team vision and mission. They have area team big 5 for this year or current year, area team measurement metrics. I will tell you how to do that. They have spend budget and benefits with unit financial control sign off. 5S team, the area team has workplace organization teams, maybe 3 or 4 teams under them. Preventive maintenance calendar they may have. They have 5S calendar, and the skill development calendar may be there. They may be target of skill development of the staff in that particular month. 5Y or YY analysis, single point lesson, fishbone tools they can display there. Energy water conservation and safety visuals they can display. Accident and near miss reports can be displayed on the board. Area team areas covered, the list of areas may be there, and one side they have whiteboard. On that they can write pending defects and immediate actions to be taken. Area team names they can put there. So let's learn area team tools one by one. Few tools which we will discuss: 5S, YY, Fishbone, Kaizen, SPL and Kokayoke.